let's wrap up with this, Ewok. So from one story regarding Bank X dumping to the entity that you just talked about, and that is the God Whale, who did apparently sacrifice some of those HEX funds to Bank X. But interesting behavior that we saw the other day, and I think this was substantiated. I think I saw it in a tweet, and I think you sent it to me too. The God Whale, of all of the HEX that he has, staked 3 billion HEX for a 45-day span. It was like 121 T-shares, which is just insane to think of.
121,000 T-shares.
My bad. That's what I meant. I'm looking at it and I didn't say it. 121,000 in 45 days, which is just ridiculous to think of. So, yeah, what do you make of this? I mean, obviously, we've been seeing him. And again, for anybody that's new, longtime Hex whale that has tons of it, is sometimes active on Twitter here and there. Sometimes he kind of goes away, but he's kind of sneaky. Like, he'll reply to tweets every now and then, or I've seen him comment like on other streamer stuff and say that he appreciates the streams and stuff like that. But he's out there. But yeah, what do you make of this? Not necessarily a huge buy from him, but just the fact that he is staking HEX. And again, 45 days, pretty much everybody watching, not really recommended to stake for that short of a period. But when you've got his 3 billion, and it's 121,000 T-shares, not quite as bad. So, yeah, what do you make of that behavior from him? It looks like a really good sign as this market starts to pick up.
Well, yeah, I mean, we know he's been benevolent, except for that one blunder. And I think it was a mistake. I really don't think he intended to give them that much. But he has been a benevolent whale. I don't know if you caught this the other day, but when Maddie was putting out the badges from the conference and things like that, he donated 32 ETH, 16 ETH, whatever it was, to pay for all of them. So that everybody got one. He's been, like I said, he's been a good actor, except for that one, which we think kind of was a blunder. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Either way,
he may just love silver.
Whatever. He can do what he wants. It's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. I mean, that's the bottom line. But all in all, he has been benevolent to most of the economy or the community. So, when you talk about this type of 45-day rolling thing, will he, he's always restaked it too. He hasn't been one to peel off principal that I'm aware of. I think he always rolls it back in and just keeps going. But I know one thing, it's going to jack that T-share rate way up. Once this 45-day thing goes, we could see 150,000 HEX per T-share here soon, just because of what he's doing. And it won't take long to get that number up there. So, if you don't have T-shares now, you might want to get them in before that 45 days is up, because I could see it causing that type of reaction to where a lot of HEX does get locked up right before that comes out. And maybe that was his intention. Maybe not, but I do know it's generating, what would that be? 121,006. So almost a million a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So probably generate 45 million ish. That's just a rough guess, but crazy. But like I said, that T-share rate will go up when that thing ends.
Johnny says here, nope, Ewok, it's time, not size, that makes the T-share rate go up.
Yeah, but it's ROI as well. Anytime you end a stake like that, the system makes sure that you can't get a better rate than what you had before. Therefore, it rises. You know what I mean? It raises the rate to compensate for it. So either way.
Well, you guys can have that discussion.
Yeah, well,
off air. But obviously, like for the average HEX staker, I mean, time is really the thing that's on your side more than anything else. Like I said at the beginning of that, I mean, you're not going to be doing 45-day stakes with the bag that you have. That's traditionally not going to get you enough T-shares, may not even make it worth it at that point. So, yeah, but it is good to see this from the God Whale anyway. I mean, we're definitely seeing that he's committed to this game. He knows the bull market is starting, and people like to track. You know, if you want to track Bank X's behavior and stuff like that, go ahead. But you know, give honor to both sides. Look what people like the God Whale are doing and things like that. You know, look what other people are doing. So